Interested to see now that Knights of Naberus is actually live, just whether or not the stuff will become available in the marketplace instantly. And before anybody goes to the comment section, I am aware it will not just appear in the marketplace until you relog when this happens. Because, well, I'm in the wrong window, this needs to update itself. So coming in here, it won't just instantly appear. I'm going to search mask again and oh wow, it actually did. Okay, like every year you have to purchase this, but this year is ever so slightly. Plus there is a Halloween colour palette. This returns every year. If you've picked this up previously, you don't and can't buy it again. So if you don't have it, it is worth picking this up. It does have some nice oranges, greens and reds. But to actually equip the mask, it's changed from every other year, which is kind of a shame because every year I kind of want to put it on Frost, and it used to go in here under, oh, it's not even showing up this year because it is now classed as a helmet, not as a mask. So it replaces your helmet, and it's supposed to do this to stop weird glitchy things happening. Yeah, it didn't quite work, did it? And it does say limited time. It will be retired in 27 days, but it doesn't mention if it will be removed. I'm going to call it a leap of faith on this, because it usually gets deleted every year. It gets removed so you can't re-equip it. I'm going to guess it's going to happen the same way around this time. So we'll just leave this on Frost and head to something else that's going on that everybody has kind of been ridiculously looking forward to. By heading off to Deimos and going to, well, it's now called the Knights of Naberus. That's not what it is, it's the Necrolisk, but never mind. And you want to go here and go see Sister. And actually, I don't know why I'm running there. Oh, I do know why I'm running there. Because her entire room will be completely different to how it normally looks. And that's kind of the first spoiler, if you will. Because, well, everything is kind of different. And does that look familiar? I really wish that we could have that fire effect on this. They introduced it last year, and it would look great if you could get a flaming head version of this, because they are absolutely everywhere. As is this entire corner that has been, oh, dare I say it, spookified? Even down to daughter, not sister, daughter. Okay, it's daughter that brings this. They haven't changed the name of daughter this year like they did last year. And if you go to the treats, in here is everything returning that has been here before. The Gram Day of the Dead Skin, I avoided that because I'm never going to use it. The Basmu Day of the Dead Skin. More importantly, the Basmu itself is actually here. As daughter talks around in the background, talks away in the background. I'm just kind of annoyed I said sister instead of daughter. It makes sense considering son is called son, not brother, but never mind. This is a tradable blueprint, so once this event is over, if you do have a blueprint, you can trade it. Same with the Ceti Lacera. This is also the blueprint to build the weapon, and it's tradable. So if you have any spare, you can trade them after the event ends. The Naberus Ephemera, one of the, well, the first Halloween-based ephemera, that is here. Doesn't cost that much to build, but does cost wings. Then there is the Day of the Dead Skin for the Necrolisk. The Necromech. Oh, I'm looking through this and thinking the Hallows Eve colour palette does have nice colour options, but considering the Halloween one is 1 credit and this is 125 mother tokens, oh yes, even the Glyphs all use mother tokens. Of course, this is because now I'm starting to wonder something completely different that I just noticed there. Everything in here uses mother tokens. The Ballroom Simulacrum, I love that. That is great. I wish they would do more Simulacrum rooms because that one looks nice, but I still kind of find myself defaulting to that because all the enemies spawn in one place. Whereas with the standard one, they spawn in 3 places, which takes a little bit longer to get around to you. The Spinneret Ephemera, this was last year's, is also here. This would be just the actual ephemera. This is not a blueprint, and this is a spider web. I loved this one last year, but this year, well, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. The Devil Wings, as I keep referring to them as. 200 mother tokens. Last year's was 150. Year before, was it year before or year before that? It's only 45. This one is 200 mother tokens. And sadly, it goes majorly into your field of vision. As you are running, they are kind of bouncing around in front of you. It's not that distracting, but I'm glad to be able to say, as soon as you aim, they disappear. Like, completely. They are no longer appearing on your back whatsoever, which makes them kind of great. Unlike the spider effect ephemera, though, there is nothing else on these. They are just exactly what they are supposed to be. There is no weird effect coming off the back of it. Really, really bad place to actually do this, considering there are particles flying around everywhere down here. Yep, definitely completely the wrong place to do this, but it just really does them justice if we come in here and have a look at these. The way that that energy is, it almost looks like it's glowing, and it makes me regret not kind of going with the orange energy colour I was going for with this frame, because I tried to match the colours a little bit so it didn't stand out as much, but I kind of went for more of a ghosty effect, and I regret it because, okay, that looks much better than I was expecting from these things. Really does match the surroundings very well. I actually like these. The wings, I still think that would be the angel wings at this point. More than likely, probably still my favourite of all of them, of the wings so far. But I just wish, with the wings being added, the ephemera wings, the angel wings, these wings, anything, that there was, something that allowed us to basically kind of glide to the floor. And it's weird to say, considering aim glide exists. And these things, while aim gliding, well, that looks okay. I'm impressed. I was expecting nothing less, but they lived up to pretty much all the hype around them. Not that there was much hype, because they only showed them a little bit beforehand, but that is a hand. That is very, very clearly a hand. Oh, there is a lot of lore and everything else that you could put behind these, because that is the top of the hand. Well, if you know much about wings, it makes a lot of sense, but it's also kind of spooky and freaky to see. And they are veins coming off the arms that are very nicely attached. I put them on a few different frames to try and find it. None of them were really glitchy, and they just, well, they do exactly what they're supposed to do. Devil Wing Ephemera. Not a sandana, so you can fit a sandana with these, but they just look really nice. Very nice, in fact. But I think I'm biased because it's kind of the colours I use anyway. And for the first time available in Warframe ever is the Noggle statue of the Stalker. Yes, that's right. This was first made available through a special event on the website where you had to do tasks every day, and at the end of that you got a hold of a Stalker Noggle. It was then made available later through, I still don't know if it was Prime Time or through the dev stream that were dropping this as a Twitch drop, and you could get a hold of a few of them that way. I thought I had 5 of these. Turns out I have 6, so I need to go back to my orbiter and find out where number 6 is.
All around Lloyd's skull.
I really don't know where that last one is, but this is the first time that this has been made available to people and I can already see multiple just orbiters being filled with this because it's cheap at 25 mother tokens. Unlike last year where I had nearly 1,000 mother tokens, this year I have half that. And I really want to say Nyctalus Ephemera, but probably getting that completely wrong. There is also the Whispering Naberus mobile. This, if you put it in your landing craft, you can go up to it, interact with it, and there is a story hidden in this. Do believe I did it last year. Not going to do it again this year. It's placeable in lots of different places, but they still kind of haven't solved that problem. Nope, that's in fact meant to be like that. Never mind. Well, no, there it is, and they are coming back. Sometimes they were getting stuck against each other, but this year they're not really doing that. Are they? It's kind of oh, there we go. Nope, self-fixing again. It did fix itself, which is exactly what I was hoping. It's something we had to go on about, but it was getting tangled up last year. This year isn't, but it does explain what is going on here. If you pick this up, place it in your orbiter, go up to it, and interact with it. There are also new glyphs. I would love to say this was pack 3 or such, but it does bring a lot of, all I can put it is weird glyphs that you just kind of wouldn't expect, but at the same time, okay, that looks like a Pokemon. Oh, that's Lloyd, by the way, but yeah, that looks like a Pokemon. And, well, nice reference if you can actually get what that's referring to. Not going to mention it. There's lots of different ones. The Day of the Dead skins have all returned, including the Day of the Dead Swazen, guitar, the armor, the weapon skins, all of them. Okay, so I kind of picked up one from every one to make sure that I knew which ones were new and which ones are old. They haven't really done a new pack of Day of the Dead skins. There is, I would have to take a guess and say 1, then 2, 3, and 4. But with the glyphs returning, obviously is, and you can put this however you want, that is very, very much Wisps. And I do believe, yes, I do have that one. There is more than the standard ones. The Day of the Dead ones are all returning, can all be bought separately, and all the Halloween ones have returned. Which, yeah, I still regret not picking that one up. That does look really nice. And Loki's also looks pretty nice. I'm missing one that I was after that I didn't get when it turned up. And it's not that one. Where I guess I'm thinking of a different one, but you can buy all of these separately. You don't have to buy the glyph packs, you can just pick up the individual ones to whichever one you like. And somebody please in the comments section below, I believe it's Duskull or whatever it was called, the evolved version of him, not the third evolution, or well, technically be the second evolution. It's the first evolution after the Duskull or whatever it was called. It reminds me a lot of that, but I cannot remember its name at all. That is of course assuming I've got the right Pokemon that I'm thinking of anyway. Remembering you don't have to actually pick up any of the glyphs if you don't want to. There's no need to, it's just once they are gone, you won't be able to pick them up till next year when they will more than likely return. And if they didn't come now, I'm wondering where the one I was looking for is. But with that, I think we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.